Hello and welcome back to New World. So the brand new hyper-realistic life simulation game inZOI is out right now, and I put well over 150 hours in the game. I've created ZOIs, I've created save files, I've created outfits. I've done a lot of things in this game and I've been having a ton of fun, but there is one feature in this game that I have been extremely slept on, and I'm very excited to talk about it with you guys, and that is build mode. Now build mode is absolutely insane, and there are tons of tips and tricks that you're able to learn in order to make some of the best houses out right now. And in this video, I want to lock in on giving you guys just the basics of build mode and letting you guys know exactly what you can do in build mode and just see the potential of the game and the creativity far beyond creative ZOI. So if you like the content I put out, make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button down below, as we have a ton of content dropping for this game. Let's go ahead and hop into the video though, because I do not want to waste any of you guys' time. All right, so upon getting out of creative ZOI, once you've done creating your ZOI, you have two worlds that you're able to choose from. And you have Doan. Doan has more of the industrial city life kind of buildings that you'll be able to build, and Bliss Bay has more of the American family homes and stuff like that you're able to build. So we're going to go head over to Bliss Bay, and upon arriving you will have a set amount of money based off of your assets. So we have around 55,000, and there are different lots that you're able to choose from. Now the lots that look like this, that have this flat area here, are empty properties, and each property has lot size. So this is a 38 by 20. It costs 10,000 meow. That's the currency in this game. You also have things like unoccupied homes, and these homes are areas where you're able to move in that already have homes that are already there for them. Now each home has certain prices based off of the vibe that you want. So if you want to go beach house, you have a beach house vibe over here. If you want to go kind of rich, this is kind of like the rich area here. And also these blue icons here are homes that are already occupied by families. For the sake of this, we'll be moving into a empty house. We'll be moving into 3140 Greenway Street. It's an empty lot. It's a 38.5 by 20, and we can click play and we can go ahead and move in. So once you get loaded into a lot, it will automatically put you into build mode. Now the first thing about build mode is that inZOI has property presets. So based off of the surrounding lots in the game, it has certain presets that fit that theme that you're able to choose from if you don't really feel like building and you want to go ahead and hop in. So let's go ahead and place this property preset here. And one of the first things that you need to learn about build mode is just the basics up here. So let's go ahead and start off with showing all walls. And then now it is showing exterior walls. And then if you click this one more time, now it hides all the walls and you're only able to see the floor. And as you can see in the parentheses, it has the hotkey that you're able to use. So if I press end, it shows the half walls. And then if we go down, it shows no walls at all. And if I press home and home again, it shows all of the walls right here. Next is to up a floor. And this is just basically so you're able to see the full version of your home. If you want to just see your home completely, you can just go over and press page up. You can see your house in full. And also if you have stairs in a home, if I select this property preset right here, if I press up, I go up the stairs. So if you want to know how to go up and down the stairs, this is how you can as well. Next is the grid, and as you can see, I hit the grid by pressing the G key, but this is the grid. So in order for you to see the grid, you're able to do this and see the grid on and off right here. Next is the snap on. Now if we go over into and we go inside of this home and we select this couch, the snap on is basically to snap it onto the grid. So if I press this, if I select the couch and I move this around, this is with the snap on. And if I select this and I move it around, this is with the snap off. But you can also just hold the Alt key, and if you hold the Alt key, it does it by itself without you having to go over and just press the snap to grid every time. Next is the selection tool. If you have a selection tool here, you can select different things around the home. And then if you select the room selection tool, you can select all. So if we pan out and we go over to the home, you can select each room by category. You can also select the entire home if you want to by just selecting all right here. Next is the delete tool. If you go over to the delete tool, let's go back inside of this house. The delete tool, you're able to just click this and you just delete these. And if you want to delete all, you can delete all here. But let's say you want to undo what you just did. You want to go over to the undo tab or press Control C, and you're able to get all the things that you deleted back. So if we go over undo, we can redo and undo as much as we see fit. Next is the move house tab. So if we click move house and I select this home and I select the move, rotate, and scale, you can move around the house and it moves around. Press Control Z to undo. Next is the move property, where you're able to move the entire property. If you want it to be all the way back here, you can go ahead and do that. You can put it all the way back here if you want to. And the next is reset property. So you can reset it to the property where you first loaded in. So if you first loaded in and it's an empty property, go to basic and it goes back to that empty property. Press undo to put it back. And then if you also want to go and last save properties, whatever your last point of save is when it comes to your your household, you can go over and click last saved property to go ahead and do that. Next is save property preset. So if you like your house and you want to save it, you can just click save property preset. You can use this camera over here to be able to get the angle that you want for the picture. You can change a different name. You can click this save button right here. And now this house is saved over here on the far left hand side, and you're able to select this house. Now, a tip about placing homes, especially if you're using the canvas to add in certain houses, to know that the house fits on that lot, if you click this, you should see this pop up. Now, if you don't see this pop up, it will just end up looking like this, where you're able to kind of like move around the house to fit the lot, and you can go ahead and press OK. But if the house that you download from the canvas fits this lot type, it'll just go ahead and have this install pop up right here. Now, the next category is the room presets, and there are different room presets that you're able to choose from based off of categories. So you have hobbies, home offices, living rooms, kitchens, social events. You have others, you have outdoor. So let's say you want to place a different room preset and you want something outdoor, you can go ahead and click this, select this, and now you have a different room preset as well. Now, if you want to go ahead and move this around, you can go to room selection tool, find a point where you can select this entire room by itself. Then you can go ahead and click the rotate button. I'm just going to rotate this in the direction of facing the home, and there you go. That is how you're able to use the preset category. Also, you have different furniture presets right here. So let's say you have this chair and you really like the color of this chair. So if you change this chair color to this color right here, you love this chair, you want to use this chair everywhere, you can go ahead and click this chair and click the save furniture preset button, and you can go ahead and name it what you want. You can get the right angle for the picture. We're going to say my fave chair. You can click save. And then now in the furniture preset category, now you're able to put this chair in the game as much as you want, and you don't have to go back over and select the chair again and add this and change the color to get it accurate. You can just go ahead and select the chair and place it down based off of the furniture preset. Next is the building category, and in the building category, you have a lot of things you can choose from for go ahead and setting the outer part of your home, the exterior of your home, and you have different basic walls that you're able to choose from with different sizes. So if I go ahead and select all of these different sizes here, you guys are able to see all of the different sizes that you're able to choose from in this game, from basic walls, and you also have partial walls. So if I go ahead and select this, you have different partial walls that you're able to choose from in this game to go ahead and get the exact look that you want when it comes to creating the exterior of your home. Next is handrails. You're able to have different handrails in this game. You're also able to have different rooms. So if you want to have pentagon rooms, you have hexagonal rooms. You also have things like platforms where you're able to place these platforms down, and with this platform, is a perfect way to show you guys the ability to be able to move certain things. So platforms, able to lift these up to extend the platform. If you press the room selection tool and you select the platform, you're also able to move, rotate, and scale and make this larger if you want. You can use these to make this longer. You can also use it in the front to make it extend it a little bit more. Let's say you want to lift it up some more, you can as well. Also able to use this big blue version just to move this around as well if you want to. Now, when moving a platform around, it will go back down. Hopefully they get that patch, but this is how you're able to place down a platform and move these different things around. There's also different things as well that you're able to do with platforms, like as you can see these yellow markers, and if I select one of these yellow markers, you can create a wall. And a good thing about creating a wall is if you select this wall, you have different categories here. You can rotate this wall left or right if you want to. There's also the ability to change the wall height. So if you want this wall to be taller, you can go ahead and select this and go ahead and make that wall tall or shorter. You can also change the wall type from either a basic wall to a partial walls. Now you have the ability to be able to change that from a basic to a partial wall. You also can change this wall to a handrail if you want to. Now they also have an edit color and material, and what this does is the same exact thing you're able to do in creators, or you can now do this in build mode. So of course they have the color wheel here that you're able to select certain colors that you want. If you want to save a certain color that you like, you can go ahead and select this button, or you can copy and paste the hex code if you want to keep it, but you want to click this plus sign right here to save this. You can also delete as well. I'm going to delete this other one that I did not save. Next, you're able to go over to properties. Now you can change the different gloss type of the wall. If I change the time of day over here on the top right hand side, you're able to see how the gloss works. So if I pan over, you can see how the gloss is glistening through the thing, and you can also make this a lot more matte if you want to, so where nothing glosses at all and it's completely matte. So this is, as you can see, it glows and it shines here, and then you go back out, you remove the gloss, and it stays extremely matte, as you can see. Next is pattern scale. Now as you can see, you have different paint color or the wallpaper. Let's say we have a wallpaper. If we go over to pattern scale, you can change the scale of the patterns. You can also change the horizontal or the vertical position of these patterns as well. You can also flip the design if you want, either horizontally or vertically. There are different materials that you can choose from, like red brick tile. You also have wood materials as well, and you also have effects. So if you want this to be a glass wall, you can make this a glass wall if you want. Also, a very cool thing is you're able to now add videos on these walls as well. So if you want a video to be placed on your wall for some type of display, you can do that as well. Now next, if we pan over here to the My Texture, you can generate an AI texture. So if I type in floral wall, you can click create and it will create you a texture. You can click save and that texture will save here. You can select it and now you can see we have the generated AI wall texture that we have right here. You can change the gloss if you want to. If you want to make this glossy or make it matte, you can do that here. You can also change the specular reflection if you want, make it metallic, make it not metallic. You can also change the scale of the pattern if you want this to be very small or very large. You can do that for the generate AI textures as well, horizontal and vertical. Let's say you don't want to use a generate AI texture, you just want to import your own custom image. You can go over to load texture and I'm going to use this texture of one of my artworks here. You can put this here. You can also do the same thing. You can scale it up to kind of fit the size of the wall if you want to, change the horizontal or vertical position if you want. And that's how you change the wall textures. Now let's say you want to go back over, we're going to go over to select, we'll go over and create another wall here. Let's say you want to be able to change the wall to match. You want to go over to paint room and select this room, and then if I want everything to match myself, I just click it and then click it, unclick it and click it again, and then now as you can see, now both of those walls are filled on that artwork. And the same thing with regular textures, different wallpapers, different plaster tiles. We can change the pattern scale to make it look a little bit more realistic if you want to. You can also add a selection. So if I select a certain part of the wall here and then I go over and I select this different tile, it'll now change it to that certain selection here. Let's say you want to put a roof. You can also go back to the room selection tool. You can select this entire room. You can click up here and then create a ceiling. Now you can create a ceiling and put that on top of your home. Now we can go over to these stairs. You can go ahead and place these stairs here. So if I rotate this here, I can now place these stairs here. I can move, rotate, and scale these stairs so they can fit this area right here. Cool thing about stairs is if you select this and you go over to edit color and material, you can also change all of the different steps, underside, stairwell, handrails, and railings. You can change the different colors if you want. You can also change the different material. But a very cool thing about this is if you go over to the appearances tab, you can change what these different categories look like. So if you want to change what the steps look like, you can change what the steps look like. You can change the underside of these stairs as well. So if you want this to have a completely clear underside, you can do that. You can also add different stairwells if you want to have a stairwell here. You can also change the handrails to different handrails, and also you can change the railing in this as well. So making stairs are actually extremely customizable. Now, as you can see, we also have different doors. So if you want to place a door in the front, you can. You also have different windows you can place. So if you want to place some windows, you can place some windows here. And also on windows, you can add different window decorations. So if you want to put some window decorations here, you can put some window decorations here if you want to. And then once you get done with the outside of your house, we need a roof. So if you go over to roofing, you can select a roof, and then it has this marker where you can just click to one end and then click to another end. Then you're able to adjust the roof and kind of get it to the exact kind of look that you want to. And also with the roof, if you go ahead and select color and material, this is where you're able to change what you want the roof to look like. And as you can see, change the different roof exteriors if you want to and kind of make it look a little different. Also, just like you can do with stairs, you can change all of the different things here, from the ridge, the ceilings, the wall decorations, the gable. You can change a whole bunch of stuff with the roof. And also you can go over to appearance and you can change the appearance of the roof as well if you want to change the appearance of the roof and kind of give it a certain look that you want. They also have different pillars that you can have in the game as well, and also ladders that you can place. Now once you go into the room, they have floor tiles that you can place down, and you can scale these up if you want to. And once you go in the home, if you want to change the color of the floor, you can just select the floor, select edit color and material, and then you can now change the color and material of the inside of your home. So as you can see, this is the basic outside of your home. You got the stairs, you got the walls, you got the doors, you have the windows, the window decorations, and also if you go inside of this home, you have the hardwood, and you also have the inside of the home, the different wall colors. And then also if you go over to exterior, you can add fences in the game. So you just select this, you can add a fence if you want to add a fence in the game, and now your home has a fence. You have a house. It's not the best house, but this is just to show you guys what build mode has to offer. You also have the gate, so if you want to put a gate in the front of the house, you can go ahead and put a gate in the front of the house, so you're able to actually get inside of your home. This is the basic of the exterior of build mode. Now let's go over to furniture and go to the interior and see what all you can do in the interior of your home. Now going into build mode, I had to put up the preset house because that other house did not look good. So going into the furniture category, you have different categories that you can choose from bedroom, living room, kitchen, bathroom, home office, hobby, outdoors, social event, and other. And you have a lot of things that you're able to choose from. We're going to go in this living room because we kind of already have this kitchen in here. The kitchen looks really, really nice. So if you go over, you have tons of different things that you're able to choose from different cushions, different couches, chairs, tables, side tables, cabinets. You have living room supplies like indoor slippers. You have shelves, you have TVs, TV stands, audio equipment, appliances, rugs, a whole bunch of stuff that you're able to do and add in. When it comes to the furniture category, you have different plants as well. So first off, I'm gonna add this L-shaped couch here, and you can put different cushions if you want. So you can put the cushions on the couch. If you want to have different cushions on the couch, you can. You can copy these if you want. You can also go over here and put down a table if you want to put a table on the couch. If I press Alt, I can freely select this table here, but we don't got enough space for that, so we're going to delete that. You can put a different TV up here, so we can put like a flat screen TV up here if you want to kind of place the TV at the top. Let's say you want to add a little bit of greenery. You can go over here, you can add some greenery to make the greenery look a little nice, get the house a little bit more alive and fun like. But let's say you don't like the color of your couch and you want to change the color of your couch. You can select it and go over to edit color and material. This edit color and material tab is going to help you out so much. You can change different textiles. Now with each different object, they have different material that you're able to choose from. So let's say you want to have a black, like an all black couch, you can do so. You can select this on both, and then you can go over the cushions. You can change these cushions to like, you can have like a super all black couch if you want. Go over to this cushion, put this down. You can select the exact texture that you have here, select that texture, and now you have this kind of like all black look. And then also, let's say you want a rug, we can go over here, we can select the rugs. We can select this rug here, place this rug down, and now we have this big rug here. Let's say you want to change the color. It's the same exact thing. Select this, go to edit color and material. You can change the different color and make it look how you want. Also, a really cool thing is you can still add those textures. So if you want to add those custom textures, you can add those custom textures in and have your own custom rug if you want to. You can get really, really creative with this. Everything is able to be changed. Like the kitchen, for perfect example, I can select this kitchen and change a different color and material. So if I want this to be an all gray kitchen, I can go over and select this swatch, and I can go over here and I can just literally click these, click this swatch, and kind of make it all look the same. Let's say you want to change the top, you want to change the texture, you can go white marble, and we're going white marble. We're gonna go all white marble here. These are now all white marble. Now we kind of have like this all white look in the kitchen. You can change these things immediately. Build mode is very, very, very simple and easy to do. Go over to each room, go by each category and place the things that you want, such as beds and things like that. Like a perfect example, if you place down a bed and you go over to edit color and material, you can change a lot of things from the different frame colors, the cushions, the pillow, the bedding. You can change literally every single thing here and make it look exactly how you want in this game. You also have different paintings as well. So if you want to go over and you want to add some paintings, you can go over here. And a very, very cool thing about the paintings, you can go to edit color and material. You can go to the picture and you can change the picture to make it look how you want it to look, whether that's a custom texture, whether that's one of the picture frames here. You can use these as well. I'm gonna go back and use this one because this actually looks really, really cool, especially with the frame here. You can put this here if you want to. And yeah, that is just the basics of furniture. You can go in and go to each of these different categories and add in some stuff that you want, add in some personality. Let's say you play the guitar or something, you have your guitar right here under the TV. And let's say you do a little bit of photography as well. You can have like the tripod mounted up here or something. Like just make it look really, really cool and make your home look really, really lived in if you want. You got different things like sports equipment. You can add a dumbbell here to kind of add a little bit more personality. And yeah, that is the basics of furniture in this game. As far as adding in some custom stuff, it's a lot of stuff you can add in. I don't want to make this part of the video extremely long because I can sit here and edit an interior for hours. I love interior decorating in games, but to further enhance the interior decorating in this game, you can go over to craft and you can add certain things like 3D printing furniture, and you can also create custom furniture. So in the 3D printer, you can go ahead and add in a custom image if you want. You can go over and click upload. As you can see, it created the 3D object. I put in a Funko Pop so you guys can just see the creativity of it. It's going to tell you to make sure it stands upright upright, and then also you want to place it on the desk here. It is pretty even for me right now. Then you want to go ahead and click next. You can name it something. I'm just going to call it a Funko Pop. Click OK, and then you can go ahead and place it in your world. It'll be right here. You can select it and it will be placed in your world. Now, if I press Alt, I can freely place this down, and you can select the move and scale, and you can scale this down if you want. Get this right on the right size if you want to. You can also rotate this as well. So I'm going to rotate him until he's standing upright, and then I'm trying to ease him in and kind of put him right here. And then boom, you have a Funko Pop literally in the game just like that. And it was very, very quick and seamless to add in. And that's how you add in custom 3D printed objects in the game. Now, also go over to custom furniture, and you can create custom furniture if you want. So let's say you want to make, perfect example, let's select a chair. We'll do this. I like this, how this looks. You can change the custom legs as well. I'm gonna have a chair that looks like this. Click OK. And now you have a custom furniture object in here as well. They also have different things, different tables, lamps, computers, and also beds as well. So you're able to really go in and add in some stuff. So let's say you want to have a custom PC in this game. You can select the monitor, the main body, and also the keyboard and mouse, and then click OK. So we're going to go here, we're going to delete this, and we can have an entire gaming setup here, a custom gaming setup that you set up here as well if you want. And it's absolutely really, really cool, and this just looks phenomenal. So now if I go over to my house with my ZOI, this is my ZOI's home. It's not the prettiest home out there, but it's just to show you guys the basics of what build mode can be and the stuff that you can add in this game and all of the stuff that you're able to create in this life simulation game. Build mode is just as customizable as Create a ZOI, probably even more. You can change every single texture in the room. You can change every single object, the legs, the frame color, add in custom windows, create custom objects, add in objects that you want to add in. It is completely customizable, and it is one of the most insane features about this game. Now that is the basics in build mode in inZOI. As you can see, it is extremely customizable. There's so much stuff to do. It's a lot of time that can be had in creating the perfect home for you and your ZOI, and for you to enhance your creativity and just have fun with the game. There are tons of builds over on the canvas. There are tons of builds over on YouTube that people have created to go ahead and show you guys the true potential of what inZOI can be when you lock in and spend hours on the build. This was just something quick, but I really appreciate y'all for watching. If you like the content I put out, make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button down below. I really appreciate y'all for watching this video. New World out.